And it's applied like this for at least 10 seconds. This is a really tough test.
哦，看到这种高单价的产品被撞就很爽，是不是？
This is what R&D2 is really about in this area here.
Oh, test.
And so this is really the research part of R&D, you know, so this is our test lab.
Cool.
So like I said before, all materials that come in, all colors of those materials, everything gets put through cycles here, you know.
Wow.
We've got machines that, you know, in the back corner there, a climatic chamber, so we can simulate 3 months on a shipping container and how that, you know, affects the products everything like that. But having this in-house rather than sending all the materials external is a real point of difference for Alpinestars, just to be able to, you know, really test things thoroughly, basically. So from checking seams, checking stitching, you know, I think this highlights the difference between a good thread and a not so good thread, which to the naked eye would be probably difficult to establish. But you know, we send materials to the supplier. It's up to us as well to check and make sure those materials get used in the end product as well, basically. And so yeah, a lot of these here are, you know, there's a machine which I can never start properly. This is simulating a sort of motocross foot peg, let's say.
Yeah.
So you have like, what's that, 37.5 kilos, which is half of a 70 kilo person. And so here we can test the durability and wear of the soles in relation to that. So we put everything on a sequence. I think there's been some testing in the past where, you know, we choose black. A lot of people like the white sole because it looks really good.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the white insert does not perform as well as the black insert. So that's why we have it, you know, in the areas that aren't subject to foot peg wear and tear, we can have the white. But it's something that we learned through all that development to have like it like that. So it comes from being able to trial and error it here, but that's where we learn quite a lot.
Okay, here I show you a typical seam strength test that usually perform for certification purpose. Okay. Basically, we pull this mock-up till we break, and we measure the force that are reported on the screen. Okay. As you can see, the curve is increased.
Yeah, wow.
And okay.
拉力测试。
Okay. As you can see here, it's the material is still intact. If we want, we can still increase this performance. It's enough to change the thread or geometry of the stitching.
Okay.
Depends on the product. But obviously, we reach 1,113 newtons, which is almost double than highest limit request on the market, which is 600 newtons.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Let's say in this case we don't need this kind of. Okay. How I said before, this is the most important instrument for us because they give us clear overview what's going on with the materials. Okay. As you can see, this small flame in the yellow tip in that area reach 550 degrees Celsius, and it's applied like this for at least 10 seconds. As you can see, look really easy, this test for this fabric because it's made from metaramidic fibers. The commercial name is Nomex, and as you can see already, we can stay here till tomorrow, but I don't think so. We have that time now. Okay, as you can see, everything looks fine. We are looking for three things: no hole formation big than 5 millimeters diameter, no molten debris, and no after frame allowed more than 2 seconds. This is the three things that we watch during this test. Okay. let's say these tests are applied on all fabrics, lace, everything that you try to imagine what the pilots are used. Shoes, lace, eyelet lace, everything, let's say, underwear, everything. This test. The other one, I can show you, but I explain you briefly.
Okay.
I can show you only the flame, like this. You
Yeah,
understand how big is this flame?
Okay.
Because here for safety issue, this test needs to be done in the proper condition.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I explain you briefly. This flame is applied under this classic construction of the auto suits.
Okay.
This is a typical construction of auto suits. Outer shell. This is a mid layer. It's a thinner.
Okay.
And this is a lining. This construction mockup, let's say, is placed like this. The thermocouple in place like this. And we insert the flame under and we measure the heat transfer in certain time. Then shouldn't be more than 24 degrees in 12 seconds, which is a FIA requirement. It's really hard to reach because obviously we have various input. We need to build suits that are really light, also breathable, and the third thing is to pass this test. It's not easy. We work quite a lot in this area, but obviously we have also a lot of satisfaction because, let's say, we give quite a lot of support to FIA in order to develop future increasement, safety, treasure for the final customer and also to the riders. Okay? It's important to check the shrinkage of the fabrics. We designed a square of 50 centimeter. We wash and after we drying, we measure again. Color bleeding, we have this special multi-fiber. We have various multi-fiber. We add it on the fabrics and we try to understand what's going on if we wash red material with white, depends on the products. We try to anticipate some problems. It's the only way is just to test them. Okay. Climatic chamber. With this climatic chamber, we are able to replicate the shipping condition. As you may know, most of our products are made in China, in Far East. During the shipping till in Europe and also to the final customer, it's a long period, at least 4 or 5 weeks. Try to imagine container. And there it's really, the products are really stressed from thermical point of view and also humidity, you know? And here we are able to replicate 70 degrees Celsius and 70% humidity. Basically we place inside the products for 4 weeks. And every week we check them regarding some aesthetical problems or soil detachment, rust formation of metal parts, everything that come during the transportation of the products. Because we need to guarantee our products from the production site till our warehouse, obviously to the final consumer, is still in perfect shape and condition. Because it's a long period till you produce the let's say a pair of shoes until it's arriving This is a centrifuge. This is a, let's say, old machine, but it's one of the powerful machine regarding the waterproof test for the shoes. Basically, this machine was developed by Gore-Tex 25 years ago, but it's still one of the best way to test the product because we're able to test them without destroying, which is for us is really important. Basically, we place water here. In this, we put water in the boots. Up to ankle area. After we place here, we do the same weight for left and right with that balance there. After we start to centrifuge, this machine are able to develop 35 G's lateral force, which is quite a lot. As you may know, the human body can hold only 11. And for that reason, let's say this is a really tough test. Did you see the centrifuges lift the arms of the machine? And it's really, and we keep the product for half hour inside here. It's really stressed at the boots, you know. And we use a very simple concept. If the water can come out, couldn't go inside, you know. It's really, if you don't see drops of water here, this is mean it's perfectly sealed, the boots. If you see some leakage or water drops on this transparent window, this is mean it's some leakage in this case. And this instrument is used by all our, all our production sites, you know. From every daily production, if you do 500 pairs, they are obligated to test 50 pair, at least 10% for each daily.
Oh, 10%.
At least this is our control quality.
Yes.
Okay.
Juicy.
With this impact, we are able to test
1.5.
all our protectors. When I say all, I really all. We can impact knuckles,
Okay.
protectors, elbow protectors, back protector, hip,
Yeah.
chest, everything. And basically, the machine is working. Let's say in the simple way, we release 5 kilo from 1 meter high.
Okay.
And the energy developed is around 50 joule, and the transmitted force will be replicated on the screen.
yeah,
There.
I was-
We will see a peak.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, start. Okay, did you see the peak?
Yes.
And the registered peak was 9.1 kilonewtons.
Oh.
Okay,
maximum
which
peak.
is below to the blue line, which is the average of 5 impacts, because obviously we don't do only 1 impact, we perform 5 impacts
Yeah.
in different zones.
Ah.
Because you need to guarantee protection in all areas, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
撞击
Let's
测
say
试。
this instrument is also this is really used by us because we do a lot of development.
A lot.
yes, yes, before, because it's important. If we pass here, we send externally to have a paper, but we know for sure we reach the
Of course,
certification.
no problem.
This help us a lot to go faster
Yeah.
in the development and everything. Okay, watt meter. It's quite self-explained machine. We stress the finished product, for we perform 100,000 cycles. Basically, we stress them, nothing special. We just try to replicate the normal walk, you know. But for us, it's important to test all small pieces, plastic, leather.
Okay.
But when we put all together, we need to be sure nothing's gone wrong. I mean, and for that reason, for us, it's important to stress them because it's hard to do 50 kilometers because at the end of the test, it's around 50 kilometers normal walk. Obviously, with the motor boots, it's hard to do 50 kilometers. And
Exactly.
for that reason, in 1 week, it's quite a long test. 1 week is running continuously, this machine. But it's a good test because it stresses a lot our products. Flexometer. With this instrument, we are able to test all coated materials, leather, synthetic leathers. As you can see, this instrument, they are able to do this folding in specific, always there.
Yeah.
Because you need to guarantee no cracks on the coatings, material, and every damage that could come out. You know, for us, it's important.
So it's 2,000.
Yeah, it's up to you now. Depends what test, but usually we run 60,000. 16,000 cycles. Yes. And the same tests are performed also on the transfer. You see.
Yeah, I check every.
Yes, this is a transfer, you know, on the leather. It's a logo. Because we need to be sure it's not only nice, also durability. You need to give to the clients also.
Exactly.
Not also something that is durability, the time.
Yeah.
This
Perfect,
is one
yes.
of the tests that we perform on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, from aesthetical point of view. There you have the martindale. It's another instrument that are used also for transfer, also for abrasion. Basically, here you have a coating.
Okay.
You put on the Velcro here.
Oh.
It's running like this. It's really, you see, it's working like this. And you do for each.
懂对吗？它就是那个，应该是算耐磨测试，我觉得它就是那个
Stretch test.
Yes, it's a scratch test.
对
Scratch test. This is a solar box.
Yeah.
I just turn it on just to show you the power of the light.
Must be
Basically, we
very
place material inside.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is
Oh.
is really powerful. The light. We try to replicate the UV resistance of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sunlight,
Yeah.
and basically we have to test all white materials, plastic, yellow, because we need to guarantee a certain resistance regarding the UVCR. Because obviously, if you run under the sun, if you have something yellow fluo, I think at the end of the day, you want to have the same yellow fluo on your jacket.
Of course.
For that reason, we try to improve every day. Also here, we work a lot with our suppliers, adding some additives, special additives that increase the resistance to UV.
Yeah.
And this instrument allowed us to control if the supplier put really it's the only way to.
好了，那各位，他现在要带我们看一下那个 SR10 的 impact， 就是我们其实这个机器啊，我们台湾其实每个国家基本上都会有。然后呢，它这个用意是干嘛？它就是要撞击测试。好，因为安全帽最重要就是撞击测试，包含你在额头啊哪一面的方向，它都会做很多测试。而且它在里面一定要放个重量。对，你看它现在拿出来这个头，一定会有一个重量，是因为你撞击基本上你一定会有一些重量在你的头部上。对，所以很多其实基本上每个国家的安全帽的测验一定都会有这个。等一下就来看一下，虽然这一顶已经有被撞击过，但我们还是很想再让它撞一次。看到这种高单价的产品被撞就很爽，是不是？是不是？我们的安全帽也一直被撞哦，我想看看别人的嘛。
自己撞自己的心痛。
对，撞自己比较心痛，这个就还好。这个对啊，这个我不用花钱的。还塞。哦。It's 1.5 meter.
Yeah.
Is
this
it
one
okay?
is 1.5.
And the, okay.
Yes. You can see many cracks, but it was already cracked before the test because
Yeah, for sure.
it's
Yeah.
already been tested. So
Yeah. Wow. 这些，哇哦！
所以它还维持原状。
对，你看它那个，
没有整个炸开。
觉得高规格的产品一定不会卖那么贵，一定有它贵的原因，好不好？我们之后再来看，真的再介绍给大家。好了，带大家看到不一样的 A 星了吧？刚刚呢，那个 Chris 就是我们其实在 A 星的公司里面，他算是一个行销总监哦，他专门负责带很多 MotoGP 的选手，帮他们负责一些可能有一些活动的安排啊，或者一些媒体的安排也好，对，所以他 Chris 好，我们的好兄弟，感谢他，他答应我明年2024要带我们去 MotoGP 拍那个配 duck， 然后和所有选手啊，不和尽量和那些大人物，马马克斯啊、Pecco 啊什么那些大人物啊，可以聊天啊、访谈，是不是？感谢 Chris， 好不好？那这一集呢，我希望大家看见不一样的 A 星。那为什么？其实我觉得台湾 A 星在台湾好像没有人知道太多他的故事或什么，但我觉得 A 星的故事其实很屌，尤其是他刚刚有讲到说，其实他们的老板对摩托车运动非常热衷，包含了自己的研发也好啊，然后花的投资的钱就是他们就是每年赚的钱都拿来投资，这样经由他们员工讲都是这样，所以我觉得这种老板真的给个大拇指，我也希望我们好不好可以变成那种就是很投入在这个行业啊，对，很 respect 他。然后那这一集呢，其实就差不多这样了。好，那如果你看到这边的话，麻烦底下假如说想要问我什么，或者想要知道 A 星的什么产品，麻烦底下留言跟我讲。看到最后的你，不要忘记按赞、订阅、加分享。我是大乔谢麦克，我们意大利见啊，不，意大利行，拜拜。